Josh Giddey plays in the NBA for the Oklahoma City Thunder. The Australian phenom made a resounding name for himself this past season. His triple threat ability to shoot, pass, and rebound the ball is turning heads all around the league. This kid can truly do it all. He's a genuine showstopper. It's fair to say, America is finally starting to see how great this man is at his craft. For the 6'8" baller, it all started in an inner city of Melbourne, Australia. Josh was the first Australian to join the Next Stars program. The program was designed to help international players get ready for the NBA draft process. After turning down several offers from multiple Division I colleges, the pressure was on him to live up to some lofty expectations. On April 27, 2021, Giddey declared himself for the NBA draft. He was eventually picked by Oklahoma City in the first round of the 2021 NBA draft, making his grand entrance as the 6th overall pick. The youngster immediately made an impact with his new team, setting all kinds of incredible records as he blazed a trail through the NBA. On December 26, 2021, he became the second player ever to have a scoreless double-double. The rare feat paid off in a win over the New Orleans Pelicans. There's only one other player who had ever pulled off the unlikely scenario: Norm Van Lier in 1971. The next week, which also happened to be the next year, on January 2, 2022, he became the youngest player ever to record a triple-double. At 19 years and 84 days old, he surpassed the bar set by LaMelo Ball in 2021. He drained 3 triples in 5 attempts, scored 17 points with 14 assists and 13 rebounds. Just a dazzling offensive stat line for the dynamic Australian. Dallas was able to win the game as Luka Doncic landed 1 rebound shy of a triple-double of his own. Luka has been a triple-double machine in his own right. Doncic is the perfect player for Giddey to resemble his game off of. In February of his rookie season, Josh went on a historic run. He posted 3 consecutive triple-doubles. It happened on February 12th, 14th, and 16th against the Bulls, Knicks, and Spurs, respectively. Giddey went on to win Rookie of the Month in the Western Conference, an honor he won in 4 straight months. However, shortly after that historic run, his rookie campaign ended in disappointment. After experiencing hip soreness, he was shut down for the rest of season. The Thunder were out of contention, and they weren't taking any chances with their budding superstar. Josh finished the season averaging 12.5 points per game. His rebounding and assist numbers were also out of this world for a rookie, hauling in on average just shy of 8 rebounds and dishing out 6.5 assists per game. The following year, in his sophomore season, Giddey began where he left off, posting double-doubles in each of his first 2 games. Albeit in losing efforts, the versatility and skills were on full display for all to see. On November 13, 2022, Josh was tipping off with the New York Knicks at Madison Square Garden. Our guy had a monster game. He sang to the tune of 24 points on 10 of 14 shooting, to go along with 10 rebounds and 12 assists for another triple-double. Another historic accomplishment for Giddey. He joined Wilt Chamberlain as the only 2 players to post triple-doubles in their first 2 trips to Madison Square Garden. Anytime you're mentioned in the same breath as Wilt, you know you've done something special. After the calendar turned to 2023, Giddey seemed to take his game to another level. On the 10th of January, in a game against the Miami Heat, for example, he posted his second triple-double of the season. His uncanny ability to find the open man led to 10 assists. Then he grabbed a staggering 15 rebounds and dropped 18 points. Just a few games later, on January 15th, he tied his teammate, Gilgeous-Alexander, with 28 points, his second highest point total for the season. He also chipped in 9 rebounds and 9 assists, nearly completing another triple-double. The sensational numbers helped the Thunder beat the Brooklyn Nets. At this point, it was pretty clear Giddey fever was sweeping across the league. The next Herculean effort we see from Josh was against the reigning champions, the Golden State Warriors. It was on March 7, 2023. The young gun dished out 17 dimes and matched that with 17 points. He finalized the triple-double by corralling 11 rebounds. The most assists ever in a game is 30, which was only done 1 time by Scott Skiles. Something tells us Josh will one day come close to breaking that record. The final game we want to highlight was another one of his specialties, a triple-double. Josh nearly had one the last time he faced the Brooklyn Nets. This time, on March 14th, he followed through and completed the deed. It was 10 assists, 13 rebounds, and 15 points. As we search the record books, there are only 10 players in NBA history with more than 50 triple-doubles. The company is certainly elite. If he ever gets there, he would be joining the likes of Magic Johnson, Larry Bird, and LeBron James. Just to name a few, Russell Westbrook leads the way with 198, followed by Oscar Robertson with 181. Keep an eye on this category. Giddey already has 8, and he's only 20 years old. Just remarkable. The Oklahoma City Thunder were not expected to compete much this past season. Boy, was that prediction false. The combination of gritty young talented players and a coach that gets the most from his players. The Thunder were fighting for a playoff position by the end of the season. Coach Mark Daigneault had his players buying into the system. They managed to scratch and claw their way to a play-in game against the New Orleans Pelicans. Your boy from the land down under was off the hook in this game. His first taste of an NBA playoff game. Although not technically considered a playoff game, the intensity is just the same. He tallied up 31 points with 10 assists and 9 boards, finishing 1 rebound shy of a triple-double. The Oklahoma City Thunder ended up winning by 5. At one point in the fourth quarter, Giddey was involved in an incident with Richardson from the Pelicans. Richardson was handed a technical and Giddey had to be restrained by his teammate. Gotta love seeing the passion from the young stud. They advanced to play the Minnesota Timberwolves in the second play-in game. Unfortunately, Giddey did not bring his A game in this contest, totaling just 6 points on 2 of 13 shooting. A forgettable night in what was an otherwise masterful season for the kid. There was so much to like and be excited about when watching him play basketball. This season, Giddey averaged 16.5 points. That was up 4 points from his rookie season. A tremendous leap by all accounts. His other stat lines, like rebounding, assists, blocks, and steals, all stayed relatively equal to his rookie season. The one category that made a significant jump was his shooting percentage. Both his 3-point shot and 2-point field goal percentage climbed to new heights. We love to see dynamic players become more efficient. The Oklahoma City fans should be encouraged by what they saw in Josh during his first 2 years. Teamed up with superstar Shai Gilgeous-Alexander and rising stars Jalen Williams and Lu Dort. The future is bright in OKC. Shai Gilgeous took a giant step forward this year, after averaging 23 and 24 points respectively in the last 2 seasons. SGA averaged just north of 31 points per game, also improving his defense by averaging a career high in both steals and blocks per game. We didn't even mention Chet Holmgren, who was the 2nd overall draft pick last year. He sat the entire season with a foot injury, but the 7-foot-1-inch big man will be a big part of their roster going into next season. The former Gonzaga Bulldog will no doubt be a big upgrade for them at the center position. If 2022 was a sign of things to come, then look out. This will be a fun team to watch in the upcoming 2023 season.